Grace and Mr Milligan by Caz Goodwin, illustrated by Pip Kruger. Grace lived by the sea. She loved the whooshing waves, she loved the squawking seagulls, but most of all, she loved Mr Milligan and his goat Charlie, who lived next door. Every Saturday, Grace took Charlie to the beach. Sometimes they came back hot and sandy. Other times they came back cold and dripping. But they always came back smiling. Mr Milligan was an excellent gardener. He grew ripe, rosy strawberries and ate them with a large dollop of cream. "Absolutely delicious," said Mr Milligan. "Ma," said Charlie. And they would always share their strawberries with Grace. Mr Milligan loved picking sweet, juicy grapes. He ate them with a large dollop of cream. "Absolutely delicious," said Mr Milligan. "Ma," said Charlie. And they always shared their grapes with Grace. Mr Milligan also gathered crispy, crunchy apples. He ate them with a large dollop of cream. "Absolutely delicious," said Mr Milligan. "Ma," said Charlie. And they always shared their apples with Grace. One windy morning, Charlie wasn't himself. He rejected a sweet strawberry. He refused a juicy apple. He even ignored Grace when she came to visit. Mr Milligan was worried, so Grace and Mr Milligan took Charlie to the vet. "Your goat is very old," said the vet. "I'm sorry, there is nothing I can do." Together, Mr Milligan and Charlie sat by the sea. Together, they visited Grace. Together, they strolled through the garden. And lay under the apple tree. Mr Milligan stroked Charlie's head while the sun went down and the stars came out. Together, they drifted off to sleep. In the morning, Mr Milligan woke up to a lonely day. The weeks passed, quietly and slowly. Mr Milligan stayed inside his house, even on Saturdays. Grace was worried about her friend. On a sunny Monday, Grace went next door with a bowl of strawberries. Mr Milligan ate one, just to be polite, and went back inside. On Tuesday, Grace went next door with a basket of grapes. Mr Milligan ate one, just to be polite, and went back inside. On Wednesday, Grace went next door again. This time she invited Mr Milligan for a picnic under the apple tree. He wanted to stay inside, but he went, just to be polite. Grace gave Mr Milligan some strawberries, grapes and apples, cut up exactly the way he liked them. But Mr Milligan gazed at the fruit, and the apple tree, and his garden by the sea. He sighed. "Charlie loved picnics," he said. Grace nodded, and they sat silently remembering. Then, without a word, Grace jumped up and hurried home. Soon she was back with a large bowl of cream. When Mr. Milligan saw the cream, a small smile crept onto his face. The first smile in a long, long time. "Cream makes all the difference," he said, "and so do you." "Absolutely delicious," said Grace. "Ma," said Mr. Milligan. To my favourite sisters Felicity and Kirsty, CG. To my 3 cheerleaders, Graham, Alki and Tippy, PK.